Hey guys, tonight we're exploring structures, objects, and phenomena in this world that defy all explanation. Massive geometric formations that defy natural explanation. Sunken ruins of forgotten cities, and strange metallic objects resting in the abyss. These aren't just whispers of ancient mariners or fanciful tales. These are real, documented discoveries that geologists, oceanographers, and even governments still struggle to understand. How did they get there? Who or what created them? And perhaps the most profound question of all, what else lies hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be found? From the perfectly circular anomaly of the Baltic Sea to the mysterious paved roads of Bimini and cities lost beneath the Indian Ocean. So, before embarking on a deep dive into some of the most profound unexplained anomalies found on the ocean floor, take a moment to like the video and subscribe if you enjoy our content. And tell us in the comments where you're watching from and what time it is. It's always a joy to see how many people from around the world are ready for this journey. Now, dim the lights, close your eyes, feel your body deeply relax, leaving the tiring day behind, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. Our journey begins by acknowledging the vastness of our oceans, a realm where less than 5% has been explored, leaving 95% as a canvas for the truly unknown. The real mysteries lie in the objects and formations that simply shouldn't be there, defying geology, engineering, and sometimes even our imagination. They are a profound challenge to our understanding of history and the natural world. The quest to categorize these anomalies, to place them within our known history, often opens up more questions than answers. Now, let's drift into the evidence we have, the theories that try to explain them, and the profound questions they leave in their wake. Our journey truly begins not with specific finds, but with the grand, silent expanse that holds them all, our planet's oceans. Imagine, if you will, a world beneath the waves, so vast, so incredibly immense, that it dwarfs our terrestrial understanding. A realm where sunlight, the very source of our surface life, struggles to penetrate beyond a few hundred feet, giving way to an eternal twilight that deepens inexorably into absolute, inky blackness. Here, the sun is but a distant, forgotten memory, and the stars are forever hidden behind an unimaginable ceiling of ceaseless water. It is a place untouched by the sun's warmth, a universe unto itself, existing in perpetual, profound night, a primal environment where the familiar laws of our terrestrial world seem to bend and transform, offering a quiet, humbling perspective on our place in the cosmos. As we gently begin our descent through these countless fathoms, the true, overwhelming scale of this liquid frontier becomes strikingly apparent. The very air we breathe, the familiar, comforting pressure of our everyday lives, quickly gives way to a crushing, silent force that grows with every foot. This immense weight of the ocean above us multiplies exponentially, pressing down with a monumental power that can reshape even the most resilient geological formations, carving majestic canyons and elevating colossal underwater mountain ranges in slow, deliberate, age-old movements. For those incredibly rare, specialized submersibles, engineering marvels designed to venture into these abyssal plains. The metallic hull often emits a series of low creaks and subtle groans, a constant, almost conscious, low murmur, a tangible, ever-present reminder of the titanic, relentless pressures that embrace them from every direction. It's a world utterly alien to our surface existence, a stark, profound contrast to the vibrant, bustling, sun-drenched world we know above, a testament to nature's most extreme and mysterious conditions. And in this profound, isolating silence, a silence so complete it can almost be felt, where sound itself travels differently, often strangely muffled or eerily distorted by the sheer, immense volume of water, life has adapted in the most extraordinary, almost fantastical ways imaginable. Bioluminescent creatures, like living jewels, flicker and glow with an ethereal light, resembling distant, ephemeral constellations in a cosmic void, revealing fleeting, ghostly glimpses of vibrant existence against the vast, dark canvas. Yet, beyond these remarkable and stunning adaptations, the most striking, perhaps even humbling, feature of the deep ocean remains its immense, almost unfathomable emptiness, or at least so it appears to our current, limited perception and technology. This perception of emptiness, however, may be one of our greatest misconceptions. Consider this astonishing and often overlooked fact. Humanity, with all its technological prowess, its insatiable curiosity, and its relentless drive to explore, has, after centuries of seafaring and scientific endeavor, painstakingly mapped less than 5% of the ocean floor in any meaningful detail. Let that thought settle for a quiet moment. 95%. An area larger than all the Earth's landmasses combined remains entirely uncharted, unseen, and utterly unknown to human eyes. This isn't just unexplored territory. It is a profound testament to the limits of our current knowledge, a vast, open, and mysterious canvas upon which untold geological wonders and, perhaps, even more intriguing, unexplained mysteries are patiently etched. It is a constant reminder that for all our advancements, the deepest secrets of our own planet still lie just beyond our reach, shrouded in perpetual darkness. This unexplored 95% is not merely empty space. It is, without doubt, the ultimate frontier for the unknown. It is a realm where time seems to stretch and slow, moving at a geological pace, and the ancient echoes of Earth's formative processes play out over unimaginable millennia. It's a place where history, both natural and, daringly, perhaps even otherwise, is meticulously preserved in layers of sediment, hidden from the shifting currents and the rapid, often chaotic, pace of surface life. It is within this vast, dark, and silent world, this grand, untouched repository of the deep, that we anticipate finding our anomalies, objects and formations that challenge every assumption, every scientific model, and every historical timeline we currently hold dear. They are the silent, enduring questions etched into the seafloor, patiently waiting for us to find the answers, or at least to humbly accept their profound, enduring mystery as we journey deeper into the night, letting curiosity gently guide our thoughts towards a peaceful slumber. Within this profound aquatic silence, where the sheer weight of eons presses upon forgotten landscapes, lie the anomalies themselves. But what truly defines an anomaly in these unfathomable depths? It is not simply something unusual. The deep ocean is abundant with bizarre and beautiful life forms, and geological formations of staggering, often alien, beauty that endlessly fascinate. No, an anomaly, in the context of our quiet exploration tonight, is something far more profound. It is an object, a structure, or a pattern that, upon discovery, immediately challenges our known scientific models, defies established geological processes, and perhaps most intriguingly, clashes directly with our very conception of human history itself. These are not the expected results of volcanic activity or the slow, predictable erosion of water and time on rock. Instead, they present features that seem to demand a more complex explanation. Imagine encountering formations whose geometric precision, straight edges that run for miles, perfectly right-angled corners, or symmetrical patterns, seems too exact, too deliberate, to be wrought by the random, yet magnificent, forces of nature. Consider structures that display an architectural order, lines, and angles that whisper not of geological uplift or sedimentary layering, but of intentional design, of thought and purpose. Yet these lie at depths and in locations where conventional human presence, particularly ancient human presence, remains a profound and perplexing mystery. These finds gently yet persistently challenge the neat timelines we have drawn for civilization and technological advancement. They compel us to reconsider what was truly possible in bygone eras, before the vast, restless ocean claimed its secrets and obscured them from our sight for millennia. The deep ocean, in this sense, is unlike any other frontier we have explored. While space offers the allure of distant galaxies and alien worlds, the deep sea offers a glimpse into something perhaps even more intimate and disorienting, a hidden history of our own planet. It is a frontier where the unknown is not light years away, but directly beneath our very feet, cloaked in an eternal night. The challenge of exploring these depths is immense, akin to navigating another planet. The crushing pressures, the perpetual darkness, and the sheer scale make every discovery a triumph of human ingenuity and perseverance. Yet, despite these formidable barriers, glimpses of the inexplicable continue to surface. Sometimes, an anomaly isn't a fixed structure at all, but a fleeting, almost ghost-like presence captured by sensitive instruments. These are the enigmatic echoes that naval sonar might pick up, revealing objects moving with improbable speed or forms of unknown origin that appear to defy the known laws of physics as they traverse the dark waters, disappearing as quickly as they appear. They are moments of pure, unadulterated mystery, reminding us that the deep is not just a silent graveyard of the past, but a vibrant, enigmatic present, constantly unveiling new questions and challenging our understanding of what exists and moves within this liquid realm. These dynamic, elusive phenomena suggest that the ocean may harbor secrets far beyond static ruins, hinting at movements and presences that defy our current scientific and technological classification, leaving us to ponder their true nature as we gently drift. The profound allure of these unexplained anomalies lies precisely in this fascinating contradiction. The serene, timeless embrace of the deep ocean juxtaposed with discoveries that spark immense intellectual curiosity, yet never disturb our peace. They are the silent, enduring questions etched into the seafloor, patiently waiting for us to find the answers, or at least to humbly accept their profound, enduring mystery. As we prepare to delve into specific examples, allowing our minds to wander through these ancient, submerged landscapes and fleeting shadows, remember that each anomaly is not just a point on a map, but an invitation to contemplate the edges of our knowledge, to embrace the unknown, and to find a gentle peace in its vast, compelling enigma. This journey, as we drift deeper, is about quietly opening our minds to the incredible possibilities that still lie hidden, perhaps even now, just beneath us, in the serene darkness, guiding us toward a peaceful, contemplative sleep. Now, as our serene journey continues, let us gently shift our focus from the grand, abstract mysteries of the deep, which we have just explored, to a specific, tangible enigma that truly captured global attention and continues to defy easy explanation: the Baltic Sea anomaly. Picture, if you will, the vast, often tranquil, and consistently cold waters of the Baltic Sea. This particular body of water, nestled between northern Europe, is historically rich, known for its unique geological past, shaped by ancient glaciers, and remarkably, its low salinity, which can often preserve remnants of human histories, such as old shipwrecks, 4 centuries in its dark embrace. It was here, in the quiet summer of 2011, that a diligent Swedish oceanographic survey team, famously known as the Ocean X team, embarked on a routine mission. Their primary goal was clear: to search for such sunken treasures, perhaps even to map new depths using their sophisticated sonar equipment. Yet, what they ultimately discovered was something far beyond any conventional expectation. A find that would quickly spark an international debate and ignite the imaginations of millions across the globe, including perhaps your own, as you listen now, gently drifting into the unfolding narrative. Their multi-beam sonar system, a marvel of modern hydrographic technology, was patiently sweeping across the seafloor, meticulously mapping the intricate contours and depths at approximately 280 feet below the surface. This instrument works by sending out sound waves and carefully listening for their echoes, which then allows it to create a detailed topographical map of the seabed. And then, without warning, an image began to paint itself on their higher resolution screens. An image so startlingly distinct and entirely out of place that it instantly commanded their undivided attention. It was an enormous, almost perfectly circular object, impressively measuring roughly 200 feet in diameter and standing approximately 13 feet tall from the surrounding seabed. The digital readouts glowed with this striking form, a shape so remarkably symmetrical and exceptionally well-defined that it seemed undeniably unnatural. It stood in stark, almost defiant contrast to the rough, irregular, and organically formed landscape of the ocean floor around it. This visual anomaly alone was enough to stir a profound sense of wonder, an initial undeniable whisper of the extraordinary, prompting hushed conversations and wide-eyed glances among the specialized crew, who were accustomed to the more predictable patterns of the deep. A silent understanding passing between them that this was something truly unique. The moment these initial highly intriguing sonar images were shared with the wider world, first through specialized marine forums where such discoveries are often first discussed and dissected, and then swiftly picked up by mainstream media outlets, always eager for a compelling mystery, the object was almost immediately dubbed the Baltic Sea Anomaly. Comparisons, both rigorously scientific and, perhaps inevitably, wonderfully fantastical, began to emerge from every corner of the internet and beyond. Perhaps the most persistent, and certainly the most visually evocative for a general audience, was its uncanny resemblance to the Millennium Falcon, the iconic fictional spaceship from the beloved science fiction saga. This cultural touchstone, while seemingly whimsical, perfectly captured the immediate public fascination and the almost desperate human struggle to categorize such an unprecedented and unusual find. Was it truly a remarkably well-preserved, yet entirely unknown, shipwreck of incredible proportions? Could it be an ancient ruin from a forgotten age, a structure so advanced that it defied all known historical records of human capability at such depths and in such a remote location? Or was it something far more unknown, something that challenged our very understanding of what could exist beneath the waves? A silent sentinel from another time or even another origin entirely? The initial media excitement was palpable, a whirlwind of speculation and intrigue that swirled across continents. A powerful testament to humanity's inherent curiosity about anything that pushes the boundaries of our known world. It became abundantly clear, almost instantly, that this was not just another geological formation. It was a question mark etched onto the seabed, The Ocean X team, now not only driven by pure scientific curiosity, but also by the immense weight of this enigmatic discovery, and the global curiosity it had generated, felt an undeniable pull to return and investigate further, to see this object with their own eyes, and to collect more substantial data. They understood the profound questions that such a unique sonar signature presented, questions that reverberated beyond simple geology. They began the painstaking process of initial identification and speculation, meticulously analyzing every pixel of the sonar data, comparing its unique signature with every known geological formation they could think of, and consulting with a diverse array of experts in fields ranging from geology and marine archaeology to even more esoteric disciplines focused on unexplained phenomena. Yet, with every new perspective offered, with every attempt to fit this perfectly circular shape and its surrounding distinct formations into existing paradigms, the object seemed to powerfully resist easy classification. Its striking regularity, its sheer scale, and the seemingly abrupt, almost intentional way it rose from the seabed, continued to push it further and further into the realm of the truly unexplained. This was not merely a large, oddly shaped natural rock formation. It presented a collection of features that hinted at a deeper, more profound mystery, patiently awaiting a more detailed and perhaps even daring investigation. The very simplicity of its perfectly circular form, so contrary to the typical formations created by the organic and often chaotic processes of nature, became its most perplexing characteristic. As we gently move deeper into this particular riddle, allow your mind to ponder the sheer improbability of such a precise, perfect circle forming naturally, so utterly alone in the vast, silent expanse of the Baltic depths, a silent monument to what we do not yet comprehend. This is where the story truly begins, a narrative woven from shadows and sonar, inviting us to contemplate the profound depths of the unknown as you drift towards a peaceful, reflective sleep, letting the mystery unfold around you. As the initial excitement around the Baltic Sea anomaly began to gently subside, the immediate and understandable inclination of the scientific community was to anchor this perplexing discovery within the realm of conventional, known geological explanations. After all, the ocean floor, especially in regions like the Baltic, is a dynamic and ancient canvas, perpetually sculpted and reshaped by immense natural forces that operate over unimaginable stretches of time. Geologists and marine researchers, upon scrutinizing the primary sonar images that revealed the object's distinct circular form, were quick to offer several plausible, scientifically grounded interpretations. Many proposed, with good reason, that this enigmatic formation could simply be a colossal glacial deposit, a massive, unusually shaped boulder, or perhaps a vast accumulation of various rocks and sediments, left behind by the immense, retreating ice sheets that once commanded the entire region during the final stages of the last great ice age. The powerful, slow-moving force of glaciers is renowned for its ability to carve out and deposit material in truly unexpected and often monumental ways, and the seabed of the Baltic Sea, in particular, vividly bears the ancient, profound imprints and abundant geological gifts of such epical processes. Another compelling theory, rooted in established geological understanding, suggested that the anomaly might be a naturally occurring rock formation, perhaps a unique and immense type of basalt extrusion. Such formations typically originate from cooled volcanic rock that has slowly, over countless millennia, been shaped and refined by the relentless, subtle abrasion of powerful submarine currents and the ceaseless forces of erosion, eventually transforming into its peculiar, almost perfectly circular configuration. The sheer, immense weight of the overlying water, combined with the constant, intricate dance of deep-sea currents, possesses an astonishing capacity to sculpt the seabed in ways that can at times uncannily mimic artificial design or deliberate order. They create remarkable, breathtaking wonders that are, despite their appearance, entirely the product of patient, natural processes. These initial geological explanations offered a certain intellectual comfort, a reassuring sense of familiarity as they sought to place the anomaly firmly within the well-understood and thoroughly documented parameters of Earth's vast natural history. They provided a grounded, scientifically sound, and, to some, a perhaps less sensational answer to the burgeoning mystery that had captured global attention. However, as the detailed analysis of the higher-resolution sonar data deepened, and as the Ocean X team meticulously prepared for subsequent, more focused submersible dives to gather much-needed tangible evidence, a quiet but persistent undercurrent of skepticism and questioning began to emerge within various scientific and exploratory circles. The Baltic Sea anomaly, despite the initial and seemingly plausible geological theories, harbored certain unique characteristics and presented specific features that rendered a purely natural explanation increasingly challenging, and for many observers, ultimately difficult to fully embrace. It was not merely its almost perfectly circular outer form, which in itself would represent an extraordinary natural coincidence of immense scale, but rather a collection of intricate details that seemed to decisively defy the random, yet often beautiful, artistry of nature. Some vigilant researchers, poring over the enhanced sonar images, noted what appeared to be distinct, surprisingly straight lines and sharp, almost angular features that ran in conjunction with, or seemingly adjacent to, the primary disc-like object. There were compelling reports suggesting the presence of what looked like meticulously carved steps or deliberately terraced sections descending around the anomaly. Even more intriguingly, subsequent, more advanced scans hinted at the existence of apparent internal structures or even complex pathways concealed within the object itself, features that seemed far too regular, too inherently intentional, and too geometrically precise to be merely the haphazard result of geological chance or the slow, undirected processes of natural erosion. These were not simply the gradual, rounded edges or the gentle, organic slopes typically associated with immense underwater rock formations. Instead, they strongly suggested an underlying order, a profound level of precision and deliberate construction that is profoundly rare, if ever, observed in purely natural rock formations of this sheer scale on the deep ocean floor. This fascinating and persistent challenge was not about hastily dismissing all natural explanations out of hand, but rather about gently acknowledging that these very specific, perplexing features, the striking crispness of the circle's outline, the unexpected presence of straight lines, and the implied internal geometry together presented a powerful and compelling counter-argument. They quietly introduced an intriguing and persistent layer of doubt, inviting a deeper, more nuanced contemplation that extended far beyond the initial, straightforward geological assumptions. This subtle, yet powerful, resistance to easy scientific classification is precisely what elevates an unusual geological curiosity into an enduring and truly unexplained anomaly. It marks the precise point where our current scientific understanding stretches to its very limits, where the comfortably known world gracefully gives way to the truly unknown. The object, then, was no longer merely an oddity. It was beginning to profoundly suggest a deliberate construction, or perhaps a highly unusual and as yet unknown natural phenomenon that operates by enigmatic rules and processes we have yet to fully comprehend. This gentle questioning, this quiet and profound acknowledgement of the anomaly's enduring mystery, allows us to serenely reflect on the inherent limitations of our current human knowledge and to humbly appreciate the vast unexplained depths that still characterize our own planet. It is a thought that peacefully guides our minds into a calmer, more reflective state, subtly preparing us for the even deeper, more profound mysteries that still patiently await our discovery. The Baltic Sea anomaly, in this profound context, continues to stand as a silent, stoic testament to the ocean's immense and often unfathomable capacity to hold its most profound secrets. Secrets that continue to gently beckon us even as we drift into the quiet embrace of sleep. As the purely geological explanations began to gently recede, unable to fully account for the precise, almost deliberately crafted features of the Baltic Sea anomaly, those unexpected straight lines, the subtle, layered steps, and the hints of internal structures, the human mind, ever eager to solve a profound riddle, naturally began to wander into more intriguing and speculative territories. These depths of thought, far from being fleeting fantasies, were often rooted in the very observations that defied simpler answers, compelling explorers and theorists alike to consider possibilities that stretched beyond the conventional boundaries of nature and known human history. It is within this fertile ground of persistent questions that a tapestry of fascinating, albeit unconfirmed, theories began to slowly unfurl, offering new lenses through which to view this silent, circular sentinel resting on the seafloor. One of the most captivating and widely discussed ideas posits that the Baltic Sea anomaly might be a relic of an ancient, perhaps even lost, submerged civilization. Imagine, for a quiet moment, a time long past, when coastlines were vastly different, and sophisticated cultures might have existed in regions now swallowed by the rising tides of millennia. Proponents of this theory gaze upon the anomaly's striking symmetry and its seemingly deliberate structural elements, envisioning an ancient monument or a ceremonial site, a submerged temple perhaps, or a grand foundation that stood proud on a long-vanished landmass. They highlight how the object's form, so distinct from the chaotic beauty of natural rock, echoes the intentionality seen in megalithic structures found across our planet's dry lands. The profound silence of the deep, in this perspective, cradles not just geological wonders, but the forgotten echoes of an advanced past. A testament to builders whose knowledge of engineering and design might have been far more sophisticated than our current historical records suggest. This idea stirs a deep, almost primal curiosity within us, inviting us to gently question the completeness of our understanding of humanity's true origins and its capabilities in times long, long ago. Then there is the concept, somewhat less ancient but no less intriguing, that the anomaly could be a vestige of more recent, yet still highly enigmatic, human activity, a forgotten or deliberately concealed military installation. Given the Baltic Sea's strategic importance throughout various historical conflicts, and its proximity to nations with significant naval histories, this theory suggests that the object could be a remnant of advanced, perhaps even experimental, Cold Warrior technology. Perhaps it was a secret anti-submarine device, or a specialized underwater base designed for surveillance or strategic defense, intentionally camouflaged or lost to time and secrecy. The idea of a hidden installation designed to operate silently and invisibly in the deep resonates with the object's solitary, unexplained presence. The reported internal structures, which have been observed in some sonar interpretations, could then be seen as compartments, access points, or advanced machinery waiting to be rediscovered. This theory transforms the anomaly from a geological mystery into a silent, enduring testament to geopolitical secrecy and the clandestine ingenuity of human conflict, leaving a profound and thought-provoking imprint on the ocean floor, long after its original purpose may have been lost to the shifting sands of time. Yet, perhaps the most profound and genuinely unsettling theories move beyond known human intervention entirely, pushing the Baltic Sea anomaly into the realm of the truly unknown, classifying it as a potential unidentified submerged object, or USO. This category encompasses phenomena that defy conventional identification, objects exhibiting characteristics that do not align with any known natural or human-made technology. Could this perfectly circular, almost metallic-seeming object, with its enigmatic features, be an artifact of an intelligence entirely alien to our planet, a silent, ancient visitor resting on our seabed? Or perhaps it represents an unknown natural phenomenon, a unique geological process yet to be understood, one that creates forms of such astounding regularity that they mimic conscious design. The very concept challenges our anthropocentric view of the world, suggesting that the deep ocean might harbor secrets that fundamentally reshape our understanding of life, intelligence, and even the very fabric of our universe. These theories, while speculative, are born from the persistent inability to definitively explain the anomaly through conventional means, turning it into a canvas for our deepest questions about the unknown. Submersible expeditions undertaken by the Ocean X team and other interested parties did manage to collect some physical samples, including rocks from the anomaly itself. Initial analyses of these samples, though limited, have only added layers of intrigue rather than providing definitive answers. Some reports suggested that certain rock samples were not typical of the surrounding seabed and contained metals not usually found in natural formations there. Other samples were described as having a unique, almost hardened, crystalline composition that seemed to resist easy classification. While these findings were far from conclusive scientific proof of an artificial origin, they subtly reinforced the notion that the anomaly was indeed unique, an outlier in its environment, and that its composition was not entirely straightforward or easily explained by standard geological models. These tantalizing fragments of information, rather than resolving the mystery, only deepened the quiet, persistent hum of curiosity surrounding the Baltic Sea anomaly, inviting us to gently ponder its true nature as we continue to drift through the mysteries of the deep. Despite the passionate arguments and detailed, intriguing theories that have sprung forth from the Baltic Sea anomaly, ranging from ancient submerged monuments to potential forgotten military installations or even truly unknown submerged objects, the truth is that a definitive, universally accepted explanation remains elusive. This persistent lack of conclusive answers is not born from a lack of scientific interest or human curiosity, but rather from the immense, almost insurmountable challenges that accompany any serious endeavor to explore and fully understand the deepest, darkest realms of our oceans. Imagine the sheer scale of the undertaking, venturing hundreds of feet below the surface, into a world of crushing pressure, perpetual cold, and absolute darkness. Each expedition requires specialized, incredibly robust submersibles, equipped with high-tech sensors, robotic arms, and highly trained personnel, all operating at the very edge of technological capability. These are not simple dives. They are intricate, painstakingly planned missions, each costing significant sums, consuming vast resources, and demanding an unwavering commitment to both safety and scientific rigor. The investment required to conduct thorough, long-term archaeological or geological investigations at such depths is staggering, far beyond the reach of most private teams, and often a difficult justification for public funding when competing with myriad other pressing scientific priorities. Thus, the Baltic Sea anomaly, despite its striking appearance and the fervent speculation it inspires, continues to reside firmly within the category of the unexplained. It remains a silent, circular enigma, a profound question mark etched onto the seabed, stubbornly resisting any easy or comfortable classification. Every proposed explanation, whether it be a rare natural formation shaped by glacial forces or an ingenious structure crafted by hands unknown, carries with it an inherent set of uncertainties, an absence of irrefutable, corroborating evidence that would allow it to transcend mere theory and become established fact. The very characteristics that made it so compelling in the initial sonar image, its almost perfect circularity, the tantalizing hints of straight lines and steps, the reports of unusual material compositional, precisely the features that continue to confound and defy conventional understanding. They tease us with the possibility of something extraordinary, yet withhold the final, satisfying answer. This makes the anomaly a perfect symbol for the vastness of what we do not know, a quiet reminder that even in our technologically advanced age, the Earth still harbors profound secrets just beyond our grasp, patiently awaiting either revelation or continued contemplation. And so, we are left to ponder, what does the Baltic Sea anomaly truly represent? Is it indeed a natural wonder of such singular perfection that it fools our human eyes into seeing design? Or is it a testament to a forgotten past, a structure from a civilization whose existence we have yet to fully comprehend, lost beneath the waves for millennia? Could it even be something far more enigmatic, an object whose origins lie beyond our current understanding of either natural processes or human ingenuity, a silent witness from a time or place entirely alien to our world? As you allow these questions to gently echo in the quiet chambers of your mind, let the enduring mystery of the Baltic Sea anomaly serve as a calming invitation to embrace the unknown, to find a sense of peace in the profound depths of what we do not yet comprehend. It reminds us that our planet still holds countless wonders, both natural and perhaps otherwise, waiting patiently in the silent, cold embrace of the deep. This contemplation, this acceptance of mystery, can be a soothing balm for the restless mind, a gentle passage into a deeper, more peaceful state of being, as we quietly prepare to turn our attention to another one of the ocean's profound, unexplained secrets. This is the human desire, isn't it? To understand, to classify, but also, at times, to simply gaze upon the unexplained and allow wonder to guide us into a quiet, reflective repose. The ocean, in its infinite wisdom, continues to offer us these moments, these profound mysteries, as gifts for our quiet contemplation. Let this sense of wonder gently carry you as we prepare to explore another ancient riddle, whispered from the depths, a new enigma inviting our calm attention. Now, as our journey continues to unfold through the silent, profound depths, where the very fabric of our understanding of history and geology is gently stretched, let us direct our contemplative gaze far across the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. We now arrive at the tranquil, yet equally mysterious, waters off the coast of Yonaguni Island, a small, unassuming outpost nestled within Japan's distant Ryukyu archipelago. Here, beneath the shimmering surface, a discovery was made that profoundly challenges and, indeed, continues to challenge our most deeply held beliefs about ancient civilizations. their remarkable capabilities, and the very timeline of human history itself. It is a monument carved not from the land, but seemingly from the very bedrock of the seabed, a silent, colossal structure that whispers tales of a time long forgotten, inviting us to ponder with quiet awe the extraordinary possibilities of a hidden past, a narrative etched in stone, deep beneath the waves. This truly remarkable formation, now widely known and often debated as the Yonaguni Monument, was first brought to broader public attention in the mid-1980s. A local dive tour operator, Kihachiro Aratek, while meticulously exploring the vibrant, teeming marine life and seeking out new diving spots, stumbled upon something entirely unexpected and truly extraordinary. What he encountered was far from a natural coral reef, nor merely the typical rugged contours of an underwater mountain. Instead, he found something far more orderly, far more deliberate and purposeful in its profound design. Imagine, if you will, massive, intricately shaped rock formations sprawling across an immense area, hundreds of feet long and over 100 feet wide, rising majestically and with an undeniable sense of purpose from the ocean floor. At first glance, bathed in the soft, diffused light of the depths, it might initially seem like just another grand natural geological wonder. However, as one's eyes carefully adjust to the subtle, filtering light, and as a deeper understanding begins to gently settle into the mind, an undeniable sense of awe gives way to a cascade of profound, lingering questions. The structures exhibit an astonishing array of features that appear to decisively defy the random, yet undeniably magnificent, sculpting forces of nature alone. The most striking and undeniably perplexing aspects of the Yonaguni Monument are its undeniably geometric features, so precise and so pronounced that they seem to have been deliberately cut, shaped, and intentionally arranged by an advanced intelligence. We observe vast, sweeping platforms with almost perfectly straight edges, extending for what appear to be impossible distances along the ocean floor, as if meticulously planned, precisely measured, and then deliberately executed. There are sharp, clear right angles that define immense, colossal steps and meticulously terraced levels, ascending in methodical succession, much like a grand ancient pyramid or a monumental stadium meticulously carved directly into the bedrock. These are not merely fractured, randomly broken rocks. They possess a distinct, almost architectural coherence, a profound sense of intentionality that is rarely, if ever, seen in purely natural formations. Picture in your mind's eye massive, flat surfaces, smooth and deliberate in their finish, that suddenly transition into abrupt, perfectly vertical walls, forming corners so exact, so precise, that they seem to powerfully echo human craftsmanship and a sophisticated understanding of engineering. It is a breathtaking spectacle, a silent, powerful enigma, prompting us to gently, yet deeply, question the very definitions we have for natural erosion versus purposeful, intelligent design. Adding to this profound sense of wonder and deepening the enigma are other compelling features that continue to baffle and intrigue. Researchers and experienced divers, meticulously exploring the site, have reported observing what appear to be distinct, large pathways, perhaps ancient roads or grand ceremonial avenues, seemingly meticulously carved into the enduring rock. There are even compelling suggestions of intricate carvings, large, almost symbolic animal shapes, and what some expert interpreters believe to be distinct facial features, all etched into the colossal stone, quietly lying dormant and patiently awaiting recognition beneath the waves. These subtle, yet persistent, indications of deliberate, intentional modification strongly suggest that we are looking at something far more profound than just a peculiar, unusually shaped rock formation. They powerfully hint at a lost world, a sophisticated civilization that possessed not only the advanced knowledge, but also the colossal effort, the sheer will, and the immense engineering capabilities required to shape rock on such an immense, almost unimaginable scale. This compelling evidence, if definitively proven, profoundly challenges our conventional archaeological timelines, which typically place the development of such monumental architecture much later in the grand tapestry of human history. For many prominent researchers, most notably Professor Masaki Kimura, a distinguished marine geologist from the University of the Ryukyus, the accumulated evidence overwhelmingly points towards the Yonaguni Monument being a definitively man-made structure, the majestic remnants of an ancient, highly advanced civilization lost to the unforgiving embrace of the sea. He and other equally convinced proponents of this theory argue, with considerable weight, that the precision, the sheer number of unmistakable right angles, the clearly defined terraced levels, and the overall architectural coherence of the entire structure are simply too anomalous, too systematically designed, and too profoundly intricate to be purely the haphazard result of random natural formations. They passionately suggest it was once a colossal city or a grand, sacred ceremonial center, perhaps submerged thousands of years ago by the dramatic, accelerating rise of sea levels at the end of the last great ice age, when global ocean levels were dramatically lower, before the oceans reclaimed their vast territories. This compelling perspective powerfully transforms the underwater landscape from a mere geological curiosity into a haunting, profound echo of a forgotten, advanced civilization, a silent, enduring testament to a world we thought we understood, gently reminding us that history, much like the ocean itself, still holds unimaginable depths, untold stories, and forgotten chapters, patiently waiting to be rediscovered as we gently drift towards a tranquil, contemplative sleep. Yet, for all the compelling visual evidence and the passionate arguments presented by those who see the Yonaguni Monument as a testament to ancient human ingenuity, a powerful and equally valid counter-narrative exists within the scientific community. Many prominent geologists and oceanographers, while acknowledging the formation's astonishingly regular appearance, argue that its intricate features are, in fact, the remarkable product of purely natural geological processes. They contend that what appears to be meticulously carved steps, straight edges, and perfect right angles are actually the stunning, yet coincidental, results of natural erosion, combined with the unique geological characteristics of the sandstone that makes up the monument. Imagine the relentless, patient work of the ocean itself, the ceaseless currents, the powerful action of waves during periods of lower sea levels, and the subtle, ongoing forces of weathering and fracturing on the exposed bedrock. This geological explanation suggests that over countless millennia, these natural forces have meticulously sculpted the softer layers of the sandstone, preferentially eroding certain sections while leaving behind harder, more resistant parts. This selective erosion could create the illusion of terraces, steps, and even angular cuts that, to the human eye, seem to demand an intelligent creator. The natural fracturing patterns inherent in sandstone, often occurring in predictable, block-like patterns, could also contribute to the appearance of orderly, rectilinear features. From this perspective, the Yonaguni Monument, despite its striking appearance, would simply be one of nature's most extraordinary masterpieces of geological formation, a testament to the immense and often surprising artistry of the earth itself, a silent sculpture crafted by water and time alone, inviting us to see the world through a deeper, more geological lens. However, the debate surrounding the Yonaguni Monument persists. precisely because proponents of human intervention bring forth equally persuasive counter-arguments, gently yet powerfully pivoting back to the detailed features that truly defy easy natural explanation. They meticulously point to what they interpret as unequivocal evidence of deliberate human modification and apparent design. Features that are simply not consistent with the random forces of erosion or natural fracturing. For instance, some researchers highlight the existence of what appear to be precise, almost surgically clean cuts that seem to trace definitive lines and patterns across the colossal stone, far too deliberate and too regular to be formed by the chaotic action of waves or currents. Divers and archaeologists on site have also reported seeing what they describe as tool marks or distinct indentations that suggest the careful, intentional removal of material rather than the general smoothing or breaking that characterizes natural wear and tear. Furthermore, the sheer immense scale and the profound architectural consistency of the entire complex's seemingly purposeful layout, the intricate arrangement of its terraced structures, and the repetitive, symmetrical patterns observed across its vast expanse strongly suggest a guiding hand, a grand vision that goes far beyond the capabilities of wind and water. These detailed arguments for human intervention, while still subject to vigorous scientific debate, subtly yet powerfully compel us to reconsider the very timelines we have long held for ancient human history. If the Yonaguni monument is indeed a man-made structure, a lost city or ceremonial site from an advanced ancient civilization, the implications for our understanding of prehistory are nothing short of profound. Such a discovery would fundamentally challenge the established narratives of human technological and architectural development, pushing back the origins of complex, monumental construction by thousands of years. It would suggest the existence of sophisticated cultures flourishing during epochs traditionally considered primitive, civilizations capable of engineering feats that we, with our modern technology, would find challenging to replicate underwater. The very notion that advanced societies could have existed, built magnificent structures, and then been swallowed by the sea, their entire existence erased from conventional records, forces us to confront the humbling possibility that much of our planet's true history remains shrouded in mystery, hidden beneath the unexplored ocean. It invites us to quietly, yet deeply, reflect on how incomplete our historical canvas truly is, and how many untold stories may still lie patiently awaiting rediscovery in the silent depths, transforming our understanding of who we are and where we come from. This profound contemplation, this gentle stretching of our historical imagination, is itself a soothing journey into the realms of possibility, a calming reminder that the past is far richer and more enigmatic than we often allow ourselves to imagine, perfectly setting the stage for a peaceful, reflective slumber as we move to our next ancient riddle from the deep. As our tranquil journey continues to gently weave through the profound mysteries hidden beneath the waves, guiding our thoughts towards a deeper understanding of our planet's untold stories, we now shift our contemplative gaze to another compelling enigma, one steeped in both geological debate and the enduring whispers of ancient legends, the Bimini Road. Picture, if you will, the serene, crystalline turquoise waters off North Bimini Island, nestled within the sun-drenched, tranquil embrace of the Bahamas. This breathtaking archipelago, renowned for its vibrant marine life and idyllic beaches, also holds a secret in its shallow, sun-dappled depths, a submerged formation that has ignited fierce debate and captured the imaginations of countless explorers, scientists, and dreamers for decades, an enduring testament to the ocean's capacity for holding profound questions. It was here, in the year 1968, that this remarkable discovery was made, not by deep-sea submersibles navigating crushing pressures, but by aerial observations and subsequent dives in relatively shallow waters, a mere 20 feet beneath the surface. Divers reported encountering an astonishingly orderly, almost impossibly straight line of massive, precisely cut limestone blocks, carefully arranged in what appeared to be a distinct, deliberate pattern. This submerged alignment stretches for approximately half a mile, presenting itself as an uncanny, almost perfectly linear pathway. A structure so strikingly regular and so profoundly unlike typical natural rock formations that it quickly earned the evocative and enduring moniker, the Bimini Road. Imagine, in your mind's eye, a submerged path or a colossal, ancient wall, meticulously constructed from gargantuan rectilinear stones, each block appearing to fit together with a precision that hints not of random chance, but of purposeful, intelligent design. The sheer scale of these individual stones, many weighing several tons, and their systematic, almost deliberate arrangement, immediately begged the question: could this truly be a natural phenomenon, or something far more profound, a tangible remnant of a sophisticated, forgotten past, patiently awaiting our recognition beneath the gentle sway of the ocean's current? The moment these initial reports and photographs of the Bimini Road began to circulate among academic circles and more broadly, within the public consciousness, a powerful and almost immediate association was forged with one of humanity's most enduring and romantic myths, the lost city of Atlantis. This connection was largely fueled by the fascinating prophecies of Edgar Cayce, the renowned American psychic and mystic, often referred to as the Sleeping Prophet, decades before the discovery of the Bimini Road in a series of his unique, trance-induced readings. Cayce had remarkably predicted that parts of the submerged city of Atlantis would be rediscovered in the area of Bimini around the late 1960s. This astonishing premonition, coupled with the striking, road-like appearance of the underwater formation, created an almost irresistible convergence of myth and apparent reality. For many, the Bimini Road was not merely an unusual geological feature, it was, with an almost spiritual certainty, the tangible, long-sought-after proof of Atlantis. A physical gateway to a legendary civilization that had, for millennia, existed only in the realm of ancient texts and profound human imagination. This profound connection to the Atlantis myth transformed the Bimini Road from a mere archaeological curiosity into a symbol of hope and validation for those who believed in lost advanced civilizations. It fueled countless expeditions, both scientific and speculative, as researchers and enthusiasts flocked to the tranquil waters of Bimini, eager to explore this tantalizing possibility. Divers meticulously documented the placement of the stones, some noting what appeared to be perfectly flat surfaces, sharp corners, and even evidence of what could be interpreted as subtle, intentional shaping. These observations, when viewed through the lens of Cayce's prophecies and the broader lore of Atlantis, seemed to provide compelling arguments for human construction. The neat rows, the apparent uniformity of the blocks, and the sheer scale of the undertaking, all seemed to point towards a sophisticated building project, one undertaken by a culture with advanced engineering capabilities, long before conventional history records such achievements. The quiet conviction among many was that these stones were not randomly placed by nature, but painstakingly laid by ancient hands, perhaps as a grand avenue or a monumental breakwater, leading to a magnificent, now sunken city. As we gently explore these fascinating arguments, allowing our minds to wander into the realms where myth and mystery gracefully intertwine, remember the calming presence of the ocean, holding its secrets with unwavering patience. inviting us to contemplate the incredible stories it may yet reveal. As we drift deeper into its tranquil embrace, ready for a peaceful, reflective slumber. Yet, as with many compelling mysteries that blur the lines between myth and potential reality, a robust geological counterargument emerged to challenge the interpretation of the Bimini Road as an ancient man-made structure. Many scientists, particularly geologists and marine geophysicists, carefully examined the evidence and proposed that the orderly appearance of these submerged blocks is, in fact, a fascinating and entirely natural phenomenon. They argue that the formation is a classic example of beach rock, a type of sedimentary rock formed when coastal sands and other sediments become cemented together by calcium carbonate, typically in the intertidal zone, over vast stretches of time. As sea levels slowly rise and fall, these beach rock formations can become submerged. What then unfolds is the patient, relentless work of erosion, the continuous action of ocean currents, waves, and the natural fracturing patterns inherent in the lithification process, which is the hardening of sediment into rock, can cause the beach rock to break into surprisingly regular, block-like segments. Imagine the forces of nature patiently carving and shaping, creating patterns that, to our human eye, might uncannily resemble deliberately laid paving stones or the remnants of a carefully constructed wall. The argument suggests that while the symmetry is indeed striking, it is a magnificent coincidence of natural processes, not the result of ancient engineering. This perspective offers a grounded, scientifically plausible explanation, inviting us to appreciate the incredible artistry of our planet's own geological history, a history far older and more intricate than any human civilization, a thought that can bring a deep, calming sense of perspective as we consider the vastness of time and nature. However, the allure of the Bimini Road as a possible fragment of Atlantis, or at least a man-made structure, continued to captivate and inspire a counter-narrative that gently, yet persistently, challenges these purely geological explanations. Proponents of human construction delve deeper into the specific details observed at the site, arguing that certain features go beyond what could reasonably be attributed to natural processes alone. They meticulously point to observations made by divers and researchers who reported seeing more than just randomly fractured blocks. Some accounts speak of precise cuts on the stones, edges that appear unnaturally sharp and deliberate, as if shaped by tools. There have been claims of smaller, underlying stones found beneath the larger blocks, seemingly used to level them, a technique indicative of purposeful construction rather than natural settling. Furthermore, the sheer, consistent linearity of the road over such a considerable distance, maintaining a relatively uniform width and depth, is presented as highly improbable for natural beach rock formations, which tend to be more irregular and fragmented. These nuanced observations, carefully collected and presented, subtly yet powerfully compel us to consider that perhaps, just perhaps, there was indeed human intervention at play here, a forgotten hand that guided the placement and shaping of these colossal stones, leaving a profound, enduring question mark for us to ponder. The cultural impact of the Bimini Road, regardless of its ultimate origin, cannot be overstated. Its strong, popular association with the myth of Atlantis has cemented its place in the collective imagination, a powerful symbol of lost knowledge and hidden ancient civilizations. This enduring appeal speaks to a fundamental human desire, the yearning to uncover secrets, to revise our understanding of history, and to believe in possibilities that transcend our current comprehension, even if, scientifically, the geological explanations hold significant weight. The idea that something so orderly and grand could have been built by an unknown ancient culture continues to fuel fascination. It reminds us that our search for answers often reflects our own hopes and expectations, our readiness to see patterns and meaning in the world around us. This intersection of scientific inquiry, ancient myth, and human aspiration makes the Bimini Road a particularly poignant and intriguing anomaly, an enduring invitation to contemplate the fluid boundary between what we know and what we dream. As we gently explore these intertwined arguments, the Bimini Road remains a tranquil enigma, resting quietly beneath the Bahamian waves, inviting personal reflection on the profound layers of meaning we bring to the unexplained, a contemplation that softly prepares us for a peaceful, reflective sleep as our journey continues into the ocean's silent embrace, as our contemplative voyage takes us even deeper into the ocean's embrace. Far from the sun-dappled shallows of Bimini, we now turn our attention to an anomaly that exists in a realm of truly profound darkness and immense pressure. The Cuban megalith, this particular enigma, still largely unexplored and shrouded in the silent, chilling depths of the Caribbean, presents a mystery of a different order, one that pushes the boundaries of our technological reach and our understanding of what could possibly exist in such an extreme environment. It is a testament to the ocean's capacity to hold secrets, not just of ancient times, but also of unparalleled inaccessibility. The story of the Cuban megalith began to quietly unfold in 2001, when a team of dedicated oceanographers, led by Pauline Zalitsky and Paul Weinsweig, were conducting a routine sonar survey off the western coast of Cuba. Their primary mission was a commercial venture, exploring a vast, largely uncharted area of the ocean floor, searching for potential archaeological sites or perhaps even forgotten shipwrecks. A common endeavor in these historically rich waters. Little did they know that their sophisticated sonar equipment would soon paint a picture on their screens that would defy all expectations and open a new, profound chapter in the annals of deep-sea mystery. Their instruments, patiently mapping the contours of the abyssal plain, at staggering depths exceeding 2,000 feet, that's more than 600 meters below the surface, began to register highly unusual, remarkably geometric patterns. Imagine, if you will, the silence and the cold, the sheer blackness at such incredible depths. Here, sunlight is an ancient legend, and the pressure is so immense it would instantly crush any conventional submarine or unreinforced vessel. Yet, in this utterly alien environment, the sonar images revealed an astonishing tableau. The high-resolution scans began to display what appeared to be city-like complexes, an intricate arrangement of structures that stood in stark contrast to the organic, often chaotic, formations typically found at these extreme depths. Among these ethereal echoes, striking formations emerged, perfectly defined pyramidal shapes, some with smooth, flat surfaces, rising from the seafloor with an undeniable sense of purposeful design. There were also distinct circular structures, resembling monumental, perhaps ceremonial, plazas or vast, perfectly rounded foundations, intricately interwoven within the larger complex. The sheer regularity and geometric precision of these formations, observed thousands of feet beneath the waves, instantly raised a profound question. How could such seemingly deliberate architectural forms exist in a place so utterly remote and profoundly inaccessible to anything we understand about ancient human civilizations? The implications of these initial sonar images were, and remain, staggering. To discover what appeared to be vast, organized structures, pyramids, and circular formations at depths exceeding 2,000 feet, challenged not only our archaeological understanding but also our fundamental assumptions about the limits of ancient technology and the very possibility of human habitation at such profound oceanic depths. The structures seemed to hint at a scale of engineering and construction that would be extraordinarily difficult even with today's advanced technology, let alone for any civilization known to have existed thousands of years ago. These initial findings immediately ignited a quiet, yet intense, speculation among the scientific community and beyond. Could these truly be the remains of a long-lost city, an incredibly ancient civilization, swallowed by a cataclysmic event, or submerged by unimaginably vast changes in sea level that occurred over epochs? Or were they something else entirely, a phenomenon so unique and unprecedented that it forced us to completely rethink the capabilities of our planet, and perhaps even other possibilities? The Cuban megalith, glimpsed only through the lens of sonar, thus became a poignant reminder of the ocean's ability to guard its most profound secrets, holding within its depths questions that continue to gently beckon us, inviting a calm, deep reflection as we drift further into its tranquil, mysterious embrace. The profound revelation of the Cuban megalith, glimpsed through the intricate patterns of sonar at such staggering depths, immediately brings into sharp focus the immense, almost insurmountable challenges that accompany any serious endeavor to explore and fully understand these abyssal frontiers. This is not merely an inconvenient truth. It is a fundamental reality of deep-sea exploration. Imagine the engineering marvel required to design and deploy submersibles capable of withstanding pressures that would effortlessly crush steel. These are vessels built to endure environments more hostile than the surface of many planets. Each journey to these depths is a triumph of human ingenuity and immense financial investment. The specialized equipment, the highly trained crews, the cutting-edge technology all combine to make every hour of deep-sea exploration extraordinarily costly. This economic reality means that even the most tantalizing discoveries, like the Cuban megalith, often remain tantalizingly out of reach, limited by budget constraints and the sheer difficulty of sustained hands-on investigation. Thus, definitive answers and thorough, long-term archaeological or geological investigations of these city-like complexes off the coast of Cuba remain elusive. The costs associated with sending multiple expeditions, deploying advanced robotic probes, and meticulously analyzing samples at depths exceeding 2,000 feet are astronomical. It often takes years, sometimes decades, to secure the necessary funding and resources for such ambitious undertakings. This prolonged waiting period, coupled with the inherent dangers and technical complexities of operating in such a hostile environment, means that the Cuban megalith, despite its profound implications, continues to reside in the realm of the profoundly unexplained, a silent, monumental question mark at the very edge of our known world. It serves as a stark reminder of humanity's persistent limitations in fully grasping the mysteries that lie within our own planet's deepest, most inaccessible regions, gently compelling us to embrace a sense of wonder at the vastness of what we do not yet comprehend. Yet, as we calmly reflect on these profound challenges, we cannot help but gently speculate on the truly staggering implications should these geometric structures off Cuba ultimately be confirmed as man-made. Imagine, for a quiet moment, the existence of an ancient, highly advanced civilization, one capable of not only constructing colossal, pyramidal, and circular formations, but also doing so at depths that even our modern technology finds immensely challenging to access. This would necessitate a complete and radical rethinking of our current historical timelines, potentially pushing back the dawn of sophisticated human civilization by tens, if not hundreds, of thousands of years. It would imply a level of architectural prowess and technological understanding that is utterly unparalleled in conventional archaeological records, suggesting a lost golden age whose achievements were buried and forgotten by cataclysmic shifts in sea level or unknown geological events. The mere thought that such a culture could have existed, built wonders, and then vanished, leaving only these silent, submerged echoes, is a powerful invitation to consider the profound fragility of our recorded history and the vast, unexplored chapters that may still lie patiently awaiting rediscovery in the silent depths. Or, perhaps, the implications extend even further, beyond the scope of any known human civilization. Could these structures, at such an extreme depth, be of an origin entirely unknown? A testament to an intelligence or a natural phenomenon so unique and unprecedented that it forces us to fundamentally reshape our understanding of life itself on this planet. The profound darkness, the immense pressures, and the sheer inaccessibility of the Cuban megalith transform it from a mere archaeological curiosity into a symbol of the truly enigmatic. It challenges us to open our minds to possibilities that lie far beyond our current paradigms, inviting a peaceful, almost meditative, contemplation of the sheer scale of the unknown that still exists within our own world. As you allow your thoughts to gently wander through these deep, dark possibilities, consider the tranquil awe inspired by this profound unanswered question, a perfect guide for a peaceful, reflective slumber as we journey ever deeper into the ocean's enduring embrace, ready to calmly explore the next riddle from the deep. As our tranquil journey continues, drifting across the immense expanse of the world's oceans, carrying us from the profound, silent mysteries of the Caribbean's crushing depths, we now turn our gentle attention to a discovery that resonates with an entirely different kind of ancient wisdom and mythological grandeur. We arrive at the serene, yet historically rich, waters of the Gulf of Cambay, nestled off the vibrant coast of Gujarat, India. This region, already steeped in millennia of human civilization and spiritual heritage, became the site of a profound archaeological revelation that, for many, elegantly bridges the vast chasm between revered ancient texts and tangible, modern-day oceanic exploration. Here, beneath the tranquil surface, lie not just structures that defy explanation, but structures that seem to awaken the very echoes of epic legends, gently reminding us that history, both written and submerged, holds far more intricate layers than we often dare to imagine. The pivotal year was 2001, when a comprehensive oceanographic survey, initially focused on pollution studies in the Gulf of Cambay, began to uncover something entirely unexpected and far more ancient than any contemporary concern. Using side-scan sonar technology, much like the methods employed in other underwater discoveries, marine archaeologists and scientists from India's National Institute of Ocean Technology began to chart the seafloor. What slowly emerged on their detailed sonar readouts, and subsequently during preliminary dives, was nothing short of astonishing. A sprawling, intricate complex of man-made structures. Imagine an entire city resting peacefully beneath the waves. Its meticulously planned layouts, its broad avenues, and its foundational remnants, all perfectly preserved by the ocean's gentle, enduring embrace. The images revealed clear evidence of systematic construction, regular patterns, grid-like formations, and large, well-defined blocks that spoke not of random geology, but of deliberate, sophisticated urban planning, a silent testament to an advanced civilization that once flourished on what is now the seabed. What makes the discovery in the Gulf of Cambay particularly profound and deeply captivating is its immediate and powerful connection to one of the most cherished and epic narratives in ancient Hindu mythology, the legendary city of Dwarka. This fabled city, meticulously described in the sacred texts of the Mahabharata and the Bhagavata Purana, is revered as the ancient capital of Lord Krishna, one of the most revered deities in Hinduism. According to these venerable scriptures, Dwarka was a magnificent, opulent metropolis, renowned for its immense wealth, its sophisticated architecture, and its vibrant spiritual life. However, these same texts also narrate its tragic and eventual fate after Lord Krishna's departure from the mortal realm. The glorious city was said to have been miraculously swallowed by the sea, disappearing beneath the waves in a profound act of divine will, its grandeur fading into legend. For generations, Dwarka was considered purely a mythological construct, a symbolic representation of spiritual truth rather than a physical place with a tangible existence. Yet, the discovery in the Gulf of Cambay profoundly shifted this perception, transforming ancient myth into a compelling archaeological possibility. The extensive ruins found, with their orderly architectural grids and what appear to be the remnants of fortified walls and elaborate structures, bear an uncanny resemblance to the descriptions of a grand city. For many, this underwater site provides compelling physical validation for the legendary Dwarka, transforming a cherished spiritual narrative into a tangible historical event. The very idea that such an ancient, majestic city, once thought to exist only in the hallowed pages of scripture, could be quietly resting beneath the ocean's surface, offers a profound sense of awe and wonder. It invites us to contemplate the extraordinary depth of human history and the enduring power of myth to guide us towards real, physical discoveries, reminding us that sometimes the most fantastical tales hold grains of truth, patiently waiting for us to uncover them. This confluence of archaeology and mythology creates a unique tapestry of intrigue, a gentle current pulling us deeper into the contemplation of lost civilizations and the ocean's silent, enduring guardianship of their secrets as we prepare for a peaceful, reflective slumber. Yet, the profound allure of Dwarka, gently awakened from the depths, does not solely rest upon ancient texts and evocative sonar images. A more tangible, physical story began to unfold as systematic archaeological dives were conducted, carefully sifting through the layers of oceanic sediment. These painstaking explorations brought forth concrete archaeological evidence that further fueled the debate, turning mythological whispers into scientific contention. Divers meticulously uncovered a treasure trove of artifacts, not just random debris, but items clearly indicative of human habitation and cultural activity. Among these finds were fragments of pottery, exquisitely crafted and distinctly human-made, carefully collected and analyzed. These pieces, often dating back thousands of years, bore the marks of ancient hands, suggesting a community that once lived and thrived in this now submerged region, engaging in the daily rituals of life and craftsmanship, a silent testament to a bustling past that once proudly stood above the waves. Even more striking than the pottery were the clear, undeniable signs of large-scale, intentional human construction. The underwater landscape revealed intricate construction grids, precisely laid out patterns of stone, and what appeared to be the foundational remnants of colossal buildings and fortifications, all bearing the hallmark of sophisticated urban planning. Imagine the methodical arrangement of massive stones, carefully placed to form what could have been city walls, protective harbors, or grand public squares, all now resting in the serene embrace of the deep. These are not merely natural rock formations. Their regularity, their systematic placement, and their apparent adherence to a grand design strongly suggest the hand of intelligent builders. The discovery of human artifacts, tools, ornaments, and various remnants of daily life scattered within these architectural ruins further solidified the argument for a once thriving civilization, transforming the ocean floor from a blank canvas into a haunting museum of a lost world. These discoveries, patiently yielding their secrets, continue to beckon us, inviting a deeper, more profound reflection on the enduring power of human ingenuity and the relentless march of time that can both erase and preserve the grandest of our endeavors. However, it was the controversial carbon dating results obtained from the artifacts and samples recovered from the Gulf of Cambay site that truly ignited the most intense scientific debate and profoundly challenged established historical timelines. Initial carbon dating of some organic materials found alongside the underwater structures, such as pieces of wood, yielded dates suggesting that the site could be as old as 9,500 years. Let that thought gently settle in your mind for a quiet moment. 9,500 years. This time frame is absolutely astonishing, as it would place the existence of this sophisticated urban settlement far back into the last ice age, an era when conventional archaeology typically suggests that human civilizations were still primarily nomadic hunter-gatherer societies, nowhere near capable of such monumental architecture or advanced urban planning. The implications are truly immense. If these dates are accurate, they would necessitate a radical, sweeping revision of our entire understanding of the rise and development of complex human civilizations, fundamentally pushing back the timeline of advanced societies by several millennia. It suggests a forgotten chapter in human history, an epoch of remarkable achievement completely lost to conventional records, leaving only these silent, submerged echoes to tell their profound tale. Naturally, such revolutionary claims were met with significant skepticism and rigorous scientific scrutiny. Critics and more cautious archaeologists argued that the carbon-dated wood samples might be much older than the structures themselves, perhaps ancient driftwood that simply settled among the ruins, thus skewing the age estimates. They emphasized the immense challenges of underwater archaeology, where contamination and misinterpretation of context can easily occur. The scientific debate continues, a quiet yet fervent exchange of arguments and counter-arguments, each side striving to bring clarity to this profound enigma. Yet, despite the ongoing academic contention, the cultural significance of the findings remains undeniable and profoundly inspiring. For millions in India and around the world, the discovery offers a powerful, tangible link to their ancient spiritual heritage, lending an extraordinary historical weight to the beloved legends of Dwarka and Lord Krishna. It transforms a cherished myth into a potential historical reality, deepening the connection between faith, legend, and the mysteries of our planet. This convergence of archaeological evidence, controversial dating, and deep cultural resonance creates a tapestry of profound intrigue, demonstrating how discoveries on the ocean floor can not only challenge scientific paradigms but also profoundly enrich humanity's spiritual and historical narratives. The Gulf of Cambay anomaly, whether ultimately proven to be the mythical Dwarka or another unknown ancient city, stands as a powerful testament to the ocean's enduring capacity to guard our past. It reminds us that our planet still holds countless hidden stories, waiting patiently for us to uncover them, reshaping our understanding of who we are and where we come from. This gentle unfolding of history, this quiet unraveling of profound mysteries from beneath the waves, serves as a tranquil invitation to embrace the unknown, guiding our thoughts towards a peaceful and reflective slumber. As we journey ever deeper into the ocean's enduring embrace, ready to calmly explore the next riddle from the deep, as our tranquil journey continues to gently unfold through the profound, silent narratives etched into the ocean floor stories of colossal structures, potential ancient cities, and geological riddles that stretch our very understanding of history, we now broaden our contemplative gaze. We move beyond the fixed, tangible remnants of what might have been, to a more elusive, yet equally compelling category of ocean mysteries, the unidentified submerged objects, or ooze. These are not static monuments or ancient ruins waiting patiently to be discovered and debated. Instead, they are dynamic, often fleeting presences, silent specters tracked by sensitive instruments or observed by human eyes, that defy conventional identification and challenge the very limits of our known physics and technology. They remind us that the ocean's enigmas are not confined to the past, but are a vibrant, ongoing, and global phenomenon, continually pushing the boundaries of our comprehension, quietly adding new layers to the profound mystery of the deep. Across the vast, interconnected tapestry of our world's oceans, from the icy, turbulent waters of the Arctic to the warm, serene depths of the Pacific, there exists a consistent, often perplexing, collection of reports concerning objects that simply do not fit. These are not merely misidentified marine life or debris from sunken vessels. They are anomalies that exhibit characteristics so unusual, movements so improbable, and forms so unclassifiable that they remain, even after meticulous analysis, stubbornly unidentified. We often hear of unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, traversing our skies, but beneath the waves, an equally persistent and perhaps even more perplexing phenomenon unfolds in the profound, isolating silence of the ocean. These USOs, as they are informally known, represent a spectrum of the unknown. Sometimes they are immense, solid forms detected by advanced sonar systems, appearing to move with impossible speeds or execute maneuvers that no known submarine or deep-sea craft could achieve. Other times, they are fleeting visual sightings by naval personnel, submariners, or even commercial divers, describing strange lights, unusual shapes, or objects performing bewildering actions in the deep, only to vanish as quickly as they appeared, leaving behind only hushed accounts and persistent questions. The official records concerning these unidentified submerged objects are, perhaps understandably, fragmented, often classified, and subject to intense scrutiny. Yet their existence is documented across various global navies and scientific institutions. Naval forces, with their highly advanced sonar and tracking capabilities, are perhaps the most frequent, albeit reluctant, witnesses to these phenomena. Imagine a sonar operator patiently monitoring the dark, silent expanse, accustomed to the predictable patterns of marine life and known vessels, when suddenly an anomalous signature appears on the screen. It could be an object traveling at hundreds of knots without creating a detectable cavitation, or making instant changes in direction that defy the inertia of water, or simply an immense, solid mass that registers no known propulsion system. These are the kinds of reports that filter through official channels, challenging established protocols and leaving highly trained analysts grappling with data that simply has no terrestrial explanation. Within their known parameters, these encounters are not isolated incidents. They are reported with enough frequency and consistency from diverse geographical locations and by credible sources that they demand a quiet, yet profound consideration, compelling us to accept that there is indeed something more, something unknown, moving through the deep. The challenge of classifying these phenomena is immense, bordering on the philosophical, without tangible, physical evidence, without wreckage to examine, or direct, prolonged observation. These us-os reside in a tantalizing grey area between unconfirmed sighting and undeniable mystery. Are they ultra-secret, advanced technologies developed by human nations operating far beyond public knowledge? Could they be unknown forms of deep-sea life, bioluminescent or otherwise, that possess incredible adaptive capabilities we have yet to comprehend? Or do they represent something truly beyond our current understanding, a presence that challenges our very conception of what can exist and move within our world? The very act of categorizing them as unidentified is a testament to this profound informational void, a quiet acknowledgement that our scientific tools and frameworks, for all their sophistication, are still grappling with the sheer scale of the unknown. As we calmly immerse ourselves in these global sightings and records, allowing the possibility of such elusive objects to gently drift through our minds, we are reminded of the ocean's boundless capacity for secrecy and surprise, a calming invitation to embrace the grand, enduring mystery that continues to unfold beneath its silent, dark surface, guiding our thoughts towards a peaceful, contemplative slumber. The inherent challenges of verifying these elusive sightings are immense, transforming each report into a delicate balance between observation, interpretation, and an enduring lack of definitive proof. Unlike the fixed, often monumental structures we have explored, a USO, by its very nature, is a dynamic, transient phenomenon. It appears, it moves, and then, often with astonishing speed or silent grace, it vanishes, leaving behind only the data it generated on an instrument, or the vivid, yet subjective, memory of an observer. The vastness of the ocean, coupled with its profound opacity and the extreme conditions of its depths, makes any pursuit of these objects incredibly difficult. Even with the most sophisticated tracking technologies, obtaining prolonged visual confirmation or, even more crucially, recovering physical evidence, remains an almost impossible task. The deep ocean is a master of concealment, its boundless expanse and endless currents acting as a natural cloak for anything that moves within its embrace. This fundamental difficulty in obtaining tangible, irrefutable evidence is precisely what keeps these phenomena firmly classified as unidentified, a perpetual source of quiet fascination and unresolved questions. The classification of these objects as unidentified is, in itself, a testament to the limits of our current scientific and technological understanding. It is not an admission of a lack of effort, but rather a humble acknowledgement that the observed characteristics simply do not align with any known human technology or any documented natural phenomenon. When a sonar track shows an object performing maneuvers that defy known hydrodynamic principles, or traveling at speeds far exceeding anything currently achievable by our submarines, the only honest scientific response is to categorize it as unidentified. This doesn't necessarily mean extraterrestrial. It simply means we do not know. This distinction is crucial as it maintains an objective, open-minded approach, allowing for a broad spectrum of possible explanations without prematurely settling on the most sensational. It is in this measured uncertainty that the true power of the mystery lies, inviting us to contemplate the vastness of what we genuinely do not yet comprehend about our own planet. As we gently ponder the possible explanations for these persistent, enigmatic reports, our minds are naturally drawn to a spectrum of intriguing possibilities. On one end, there is the quiet, persistent whisper of advanced human technology, perhaps ultra-secret military programs operating at the cutting edge of propulsion and stealth. Nations invest colossal resources in developing technologies that remain hidden from public knowledge, and the deep ocean would be an ideal testing ground for craft capable of extraordinary feats. Yet, even the most advanced human technology still operates within the known laws of physics, and many USO reports seem to push far beyond these established boundaries, leaving this explanation often insufficient to cover the more extreme accounts. On another, equally intriguing front, we might consider entirely unknown natural phenomena. Could there be geological processes or unique forms of marine life yet to be discovered that generate these anomalous signatures? Perhaps certain deep-sea creatures possess bioluminescent capabilities or electromagnetic properties that interact with our instruments in ways we do not understand. The ocean is teeming with undiscovered species, and it is entirely possible that some possess characteristics that would appear utterly alien to our current scientific framework. However, the most profound and perhaps most thought-provoking explanations venture into the truly unknown, positing the possibility of truly unknown entities or intelligence. Could these structures, at such an extreme depth, be of an origin entirely unknown, a testament to an intelligence or a natural phenomenon so unique and unprecedented that it forces us to fundamentally reshape our understanding of life itself on this planet? The profound darkness, the immense pressures, and the sheer inaccessibility of the Cuban megalith transform it from a mere archaeological curiosity into a symbol of the truly enigmatic. It challenges us to open our minds to possibilities that lie far beyond our current paradigms, inviting a peaceful, almost meditative contemplation of the sheer scale of the unknown that still exists within our own world. As you allow your thoughts to gently wander through these deep, dark possibilities, consider the tranquil awe inspired by this profound unanswered question, a perfect guide for a peaceful, reflective slumber as we journey ever deeper into the ocean's enduring embrace. Ready to calmly explore the next riddle from the deep, the profound mysteries of the deep ocean, whether they manifest as fleeting, unidentified objects or as monumental, silent structures, awaken within us a universal human response, a deep-seated fascination with the unknown, especially with the captivating idea of lost civilizations swallowed by the waves. This isn't merely a fleeting curiosity. It is a profound, almost ancient longing for hidden histories, for the echoes of advanced societies that might have flourished in forgotten epochs, their grand achievements now lying patiently beneath the ocean's silent, enduring embrace. The very thought that entire cities, with their intricate cultures and remarkable technologies, could have vanished from the dry land and sunk beneath the surface, appeals to something fundamental within our collective human psyche, sparking a sense of wonder that transcends time and culture, inviting us to contemplate what secrets the ocean truly keeps. Perhaps no myth encapsulates this enduring human fascination more powerfully than that of Atlantis. For millennia, the legend of a magnificent, technologically advanced island civilization that was tragically consumed by the sea has permeated cultures across the globe, whispered through ancient texts and modern tales alike. It is a story that speaks to both our aspirations for greatness and our fears of catastrophic loss, embodying the fragility of even the most splendid human endeavors. While the existence of Atlantis itself remains firmly in the realm of myth, the pervasive nature of this legend, and countless others like it from the legendary Dwarka in India to the submerged cities spoken of in various indigenous traditions, reveals a profound, shared human yearning. It is a yearning to believe that our history is far richer, far more complex, and perhaps far more mysterious than the conventional narratives often suggest. These myths are not just fanciful stories. They are powerful archetypes that continue to shape our expectations and interpretations of what we might discover in the world's unexplored frontiers. They are mental maps, guiding our curiosity towards the places where the known gives way to the truly wondrous, gently preparing us for what might yet be found. It is precisely this deep-seated fascination, this quiet, persistent hunger for lost knowledge, that transforms the physical anomalies we have explored throughout our journey into something far more profound than mere geological curiosities. The striking geometric precision of the Uniguni monument, with its colossal steps and straight edges, instantly evokes images of ancient construction, compelling us to consider a pre-Ice Age civilization far more advanced than our textbooks often allow. The orderly, road-like appearance of the Bimini Road, nestled in the shallow, sun-dappled waters of the Bahamas, becomes, for many, a tantalizing pathway to Atlantis itself, a tangible link to Edgar Case's compelling prophecies, and the enigmatic, city-like structures glimpsed by sonar off the coast of Cuba, resting in the immense darkness of over 2,000 feet, whisper of a lost megalithic culture, one capable of building wonders at unimaginable depths, forever altering our perception of ancient human capabilities. Even the archaeological ruins in the Gulf of Cambay, off the coast of Gujarat, India, with their potential connection to the mythical Dorka, demonstrate this powerful interplay between legend and discovery. Here, the echoes of ancient Hindu scriptures seem to manifest in tangible, underwater remnants, blurring the lines between the sacred and the scientific. Each of these discoveries, whether definitively proven to be man-made or still shrouded in geological debate, acts as a potent fuel for our collective imagination and historical curiosity. They serve as profound, silent reminders that the narratives we hold about human history might be incomplete, perhaps even fundamentally flawed, missing entire chapters of ingenuity and existence that have been patiently preserved by the ocean. This continuous interplay, where genuine discovery intertwines with our profound human desire to find evidence of these forgotten worlds, creates a captivating and deeply personal engagement with the mysteries of the deep. It is a gentle, yet powerful, intellectual dance that invites us to stretch our minds, to question our assumptions, and to find a unique, calming peace in the vastness of what remains unknown, allowing our thoughts to serenely drift towards a state of deep reflection. The ocean, in its silent guardianship, offers us these grand, enduring puzzles, perfectly suited for the quiet contemplation that precedes a truly restful slumber. This deep yearning within us, this profound fascination with lost worlds and hidden histories, stems from a unique and intricate blend of human psychology and our inherent, insatiable desire for meaning. Why do we so readily embrace the idea of ancient, advanced civilizations, even when definitive, undeniable evidence remains stubbornly elusive? Perhaps it is a gentle defiance against the monotonous, a quiet rebellion against the perceived, often narrow, limitations of our strictly recorded past. We seek not just to meticulously know, but to vividly imagine a world where the possibilities were grander, where the timeline of human achievement stretched infinitely further into the mists of time, beyond the comfortably established epochs. This deep-seated desire for an epic past, for a rich narrative that profoundly challenges our current, often rigid, understanding of history, provides a boundless sense of wonder and a deep, almost spiritual, connection to something truly larger than our individual selves. It gracefully allows us to contemplate a history that is not merely a linear, predictable progression, but a breathtakingly rich tapestry, intricately woven with forgotten chapters, astonishing feats of ingenuity, and the silent, enduring echoes of civilizations whose very existence remains an enigma. This thought, in its profound depth, offers a soothing, almost meditative, perspective that gracefully expands our perception of human potential, reminding us that the capacity for greatness might be far more ancient and widespread than we currently acknowledge. It's a deeply comforting notion that even if our present is sometimes noisy, overwhelming, and seemingly mundane, there is a deeper, far more mysterious story to our collective human existence, patiently waiting to be uncovered, faithfully held in the serene, enduring embrace of the deep, silent waters. This psychological validation, this confirmation of our shared human curiosity, helps us find peace in the contemplation of grander possibilities, and it is precisely because of the existence of real, often unexplained, discoveries, the enigmatic, geometrical precision of the Yonaguni monument, the remarkably orderly appearance of the Bimini Road, the elusive, yet profound, city-like complexes of the Cuban megalith, and the intriguing, myth-laden ruins in the Gulf of Cambay, that this profound dream of lost civilizations remains so vibrantly alive, continually fueled and robustly reaffirmed, even in the absence of absolute, universally accepted scientific certainty. These tangible anomalies, even when rigorously debated by the most discerning geologists and archaeologists, offer concrete points of profound contemplation. They are not merely the ethereal stuff of legend or the fleeting figments of an overactive imagination. They are undeniable physical realities that often appear to defy easy, conventional explanation, compelling us to keep the profound questions open, to keep diligently searching, and to keep bravely imagining. Each subtle sonar ping that gently reveals an unusual pattern, each experienced diver's hushed account of a geometrically precise structure found in unexpected depths, acts as a powerful, yet subtle, reminder that the full, intricate story of our planet, and perhaps the very saga of humanity itself, has yet to be entirely told. The ocean, in its vast, silent wisdom, continues to hold these elusive pieces of a grander, more complex puzzle, allowing us to project our deepest curiosities and our most wondrous hopes onto its unexplored, enigmatic canvas. They consistently provide a serene, almost meditative escape from the often overwhelming predictability of the everyday, graciously inviting our minds to gently drift into a tranquil realm where the impossible might just be patiently waiting to be found, a soothing, comforting thought that can gracefully guide us towards a deeply peaceful and restorative slumber. These discoveries, whether they are ultimately proven to be purely natural phenomena shaped by the immense forces of the earth, or, perhaps more wondrously, artificial creations crafted by unknown hands, provide an invaluable and profound service to the human spirit. They meticulously keep the vital spirit of exploration and open-mindedness vibrantly alive. They gently prevent us from becoming too comfortably settled within our established, often rigid narratives, subtly nudging us to always remember that the universe, and indeed our own beautiful planet, is far more mysteriously intricate and magnificently grand than we can often possibly conceive. The profound power of the unknown, therefore, is not designed to be a source of anxiety, fear, or apprehension. Rather, it is intended as a deep wellspring of inspiration, a constant, gentle invitation to wonder, and a quiet, profound beckoning towards discovery. It graciously offers a serene escape from the often frantic pace of the mundane, allowing our minds to find genuine peace in the contemplation of its boundless vastness, in the quiet, humble acceptance that some of the greatest, most profound truths may forever remain just tantalizingly beyond our immediate grasp. This acceptance, this gentle, almost spiritual, surrender to the grand, overarching enigma can be profoundly calming, bringing a unique sense of inner stillness. It fosters an almost sacred sense of awe, effortlessly connecting us to the ancient, immutable rhythms of earth and the boundless, extraordinary possibilities that lie eternally hidden beneath the silent, enduring waves. As we allow these deep, reflective thoughts to gently settle within the quiet recesses of our being, we recognize that the ocean's enduring mysteries are not merely intellectual scientific puzzles waiting to be solved, but rather profound, precious gifts for the human spirit, guiding us gently, and with a comforting sense of peace, towards a state of deep tranquility and truly restful slumber, knowing that the journey into the unknown is itself a profound source of peace. As our serene journey through the ocean's profound mysteries draws to a gentle close, we are brought back to a fundamental truth that underpins every anomaly we have quietly explored tonight: the immense, almost incomprehensible vastness of the unexplored ocean itself. Throughout our hours together, we have drifted through silent, ancient landscapes, pondered geometric structures, speculated on forgotten cities, and considered elusive, dynamic objects moving in the depths. Yet, for all these captivating glimpses into the unexplained, it is vital to remember that we have only touched upon a minuscule fraction of what truly lies beneath the waves. Our planet's oceans cover over 70% of its surface, and of that immense aquatic world, a staggering 95% of its floor remains utterly uncharted, unseen by human eyes, and completely unknown to our scientific instruments in any meaningful detail. Imagine a realm larger than all the land masses combined, stretching out in perpetual darkness, holding countless secrets yet to be revealed. This is not merely empty space, it is the ultimate frontier, a vast, silent repository of Earth's most profound enigmas, patiently awaiting our future understanding. The enduring mystery of these unexplored depths is not merely a matter of scale. It is intrinsically linked to the immense technological limitations that continue to challenge our most ambitious endeavors. Despite our remarkable advancements in science and engineering, the deep ocean remains one of the most hostile and inaccessible environments on Earth. The crushing pressures, descending relentlessly with every fathom, require vessels of extraordinary strength and sophistication, capable of enduring forces that would instantly obliterate conventional structures. The perpetual darkness, unbroken by sunlight, demands advanced illumination and sonar systems that can pierce the inky blackness, painting a picture of a world that offers no visual cues. Furthermore, the extreme cold, combined with often unpredictable currents and the sheer vastness to cover, makes sustained exploration incredibly arduous and prohibitively expensive. Every expedition is a triumph of human ingenuity against overwhelming odds, and even then, our probes and submersibles can only gather data from fleeting moments and isolated points, leaving immense tracts of the seabed untouched and entirely unobserved. These formidable barriers mean that while our curiosity is boundless, our physical capacity to satisfy it in these extreme realms remains humbly constrained, reminding us of the delicate balance between our desire to know and the profound limits of our current abilities. This humbling reality, that the vast majority of our ocean floor remains entirely uncharted, leads us to a profound and awe-inspiring conclusion. Countless more anomalies, both natural and potentially otherwise, are undoubtedly waiting to be discovered beneath the silent, dark waters. There could be untold numbers of perfectly circular formations, geometric structures from forgotten epochs, or even the subtle traces of dynamic, unidentified objects moving through the abyssal plains, all patiently holding their secrets. The ocean is a living, breathing archive, constantly shifting and revealing new chapters of its history, and ours, through the slow dance of geological time. Every tremor, every subtle shift in the currents, every new technological advancement brings us one step closer to unveiling another piece of this grand, ongoing puzzle. The possibilities are truly endless, stretching the imagination to consider what wonders, what lost histories, what astonishing natural phenomena, or perhaps even what evidence of unknown intelligence patiently await the gaze of future explorers. This thought, in its profound scale and gentle suggestion of endless discovery, can be wonderfully calming, offering a serene perspective on the continuous unfolding of mystery on our own planet. It encourages us to find peace in the anticipation of what future generations might uncover, as we allow the enduring wonder of the unexplored ocean to guide us gently towards a deeper, more peaceful state of slumber, knowing that the journey into the unknown is itself an infinite source of tranquil contemplation, as our serene journey through the ocean's profound mysteries draws to a gentle close. We are brought back to a fundamental truth that underpins every anomaly we have quietly explored tonight: the immense, almost incomprehensible vastness of the unexplored ocean itself. Throughout our hours together, we have drifted through silent, ancient landscapes, pondered geometric structures, speculated on forgotten cities, and considered elusive, dynamic objects moving in the depths. Yet, for all these captivating glimpses into the unexplained, it is vital to remember that we have only touched upon a minuscule fraction of what truly lies beneath the waves. Our planet's oceans cover over 70% of its surface, and of that immense aquatic world, a staggering 95% of its floor remains utterly uncharted, unseen by human eyes, and completely unknown to our scientific instruments in any meaningful detail. Imagine a realm larger than all the land masses combined, stretching out in perpetual darkness, holding countless secrets yet to be revealed. This is not merely empty space, it is the ultimate frontier, a vast, silent repository of Earth's most profound enigmas, patiently awaiting our future understanding. The enduring mystery of these unexplored depths is not merely a matter of scale. It is intrinsically linked to the immense technological limitations that continue to challenge our most ambitious endeavors. Despite our remarkable advancements in science and engineering, the deep ocean remains one of the most hostile and inaccessible environments on Earth. The crushing pressures, descending relentlessly with every fathom, require vessels of extraordinary strength and sophistication, capable of enduring forces that would instantly obliterate conventional structures. The perpetual darkness, unbroken by sunlight, demands advanced illumination and sonar systems that can pierce the inky blackness, painting a picture of a world that offers no visual cues. Furthermore, the extreme cold, combined with often unpredictable currents and the sheer vastness to cover, makes sustained exploration incredibly arduous and prohibitively expensive. Every expedition is a triumph of human ingenuity against overwhelming odds, and even then, our probes and submersibles can only gather data from fleeting moments and isolated points, leaving immense tracts of the seabed untouched and entirely unobserved. These formidable barriers mean that while our curiosity is boundless, our physical capacity to satisfy it in these extreme realms remains humbly constrained, reminding us of the delicate balance between our desire to know and the profound limits of our current abilities. This humbling reality that the vast majority of our ocean floor remains entirely uncharted leads us to a profound and awe-inspiring conclusion. Countless more anomalies, both natural and potentially otherwise, are undoubtedly waiting to be discovered beneath the silent, dark waters. There could be untold numbers of perfectly circular formations, geometric structures from forgotten epochs, or even the subtle traces of dynamic, unidentified objects moving through the abyssal plains, all patiently holding their secrets. The ocean is a living, breathing archive, constantly shifting and revealing new chapters of its history, and ours, through the slow dance of geological time. Every tremor, every subtle shift in the currents, every new technological advancement brings us one step closer to unveiling another piece of this grand, ongoing puzzle. The possibilities are truly endless, stretching the imagination to consider what wonders, what lost histories, what astonishing natural phenomena, or perhaps even what evidence of unknown intelligence patiently await the gaze of future explorers. This thought, in its profound scale and gentle suggestion of endless discovery, can be wonderfully calming, offering a serene perspective on the continuous unfolding of mystery on our own planet. It encourages us to find peace in the anticipation of what future generations might uncover, as we allow the enduring wonder of the unexplored ocean to guide us gently towards a deeper, more peaceful state of slumber, knowing that the journey into the unknown is itself an infinite source of tranquil contemplation, as our serene journey through the ocean's profound mysteries draws to a gentle close. We are brought back to a fundamental truth that underpins every anomaly we have quietly explored tonight: the immense, almost incomprehensible vastness of the unexplored ocean itself. Throughout our hours together, we have drifted through silent, ancient landscapes, pondered geometric structures, speculated on forgotten cities, and considered elusive, dynamic objects moving in the depths. Yet, for all these captivating glimpses into the unexplained, it is vital to remember that we have only touched upon a minuscule fraction of what truly lies beneath the waves. Our planet's oceans cover over 70% of its surface, and of that immense aquatic world, a staggering 95% of its floor remains utterly uncharted, unseen by human eyes, and completely unknown to our scientific instruments in any meaningful detail. Imagine a realm larger than all the land masses combined, stretching out in perpetual darkness, holding countless secrets yet to be revealed. This is not merely empty space, it is the ultimate frontier, a vast, silent repository of Earth's most profound enigmas, patiently awaiting our future understanding. The enduring mystery of these unexplored depths is not merely a matter of scale. It is intrinsically linked to the immense technological limitations that continue to challenge our most ambitious endeavors. Despite our remarkable advancements in science and engineering, the deep ocean remains one of the most hostile and inaccessible environments on Earth. The crushing pressures, descending relentlessly with every fathom, require vessels of extraordinary strength and sophistication, capable of enduring forces that would instantly obliterate conventional structures. The perpetual darkness, unbroken by sunlight, demands advanced illumination and sonar systems that can pierce the inky blackness, painting a picture of a world that offers no visual cues. Furthermore, the extreme cold, combined with often unpredictable currents and the sheer vastness to cover, makes sustained exploration incredibly arduous and prohibitively expensive. Every expedition is a triumph of human ingenuity against overwhelming odds. And even then, our probes and submersibles can only gather data from fleeting moments and isolated points, leaving immense tracts of the seabed untouched and entirely unobserved. These formidable barriers mean that while our curiosity is boundless, our physical capacity to satisfy it in these extreme realms remains humbly constrained, reminding us of the delicate balance between our desire to know and the profound limits of our current abilities. This humbling reality that the vast majority of our ocean floor remains entirely uncharted leads us to a profound and awe-inspiring conclusion. Countless more anomalies, both natural and potentially otherwise, are undoubtedly waiting to be discovered beneath the silent, dark waters. There could be untold numbers of perfectly circular formations, geometric structures from forgotten epochs, or even the subtle traces of dynamic, unidentified objects moving through the abyssal plains, all patiently holding their secrets. The ocean is a living, breathing archive, constantly shifting and revealing new chapters of its history, and ours, through the slow dance of geological time. Every tremor, every subtle shift in the currents, every new technological advancement brings us one step closer to unveiling another piece of this grand, ongoing puzzle. The possibilities are truly endless, stretching the imagination to consider what wonders, what lost histories, what astonishing natural phenomena, or perhaps even what evidence of unknown intelligence patiently await the gaze of future explorers. This thought, in its profound scale and gentle suggestion of endless discovery, can be wonderfully calming, offering a serene perspective on the continuous unfolding of mystery on our own planet. It encourages us to find peace in the anticipation of what future generations might uncover, as we allow the enduring wonder of the unexplored ocean to guide us gently towards a deeper, more peaceful state of slumber, knowing that the journey into the unknown is itself an infinite source of tranquil contemplation, as our serene journey through the ocean's profound mysteries draws to a gentle close. We are brought back to a fundamental truth that underpins every anomaly we have quietly explored tonight: the immense, almost incomprehensible vastness of the unexplored ocean itself. Throughout our hours together, we have drifted through silent, ancient landscapes, pondered geometric structures, speculated on forgotten cities, and considered elusive, dynamic objects moving in the depths. Yet, for all these captivating glimpses into the unexplained, it is vital to remember that we have only touched upon a minuscule fraction of what truly lies beneath the waves. Our planet's oceans cover over 70% of its surface, and of that immense aquatic world, a staggering 95% of its floor remains utterly uncharted, unseen by human eyes, and completely unknown to our scientific instruments in any meaningful detail. Imagine a realm larger than all the land masses combined, stretching out in perpetual darkness, holding countless secrets yet to be revealed. This is not merely empty space. It is the ultimate frontier, a vast, silent repository of Earth's most profound enigmas, patiently awaiting our future understanding. The enduring mystery of these unexplored depths is not merely a matter of scale. It is intrinsically linked to the immense technological limitations that continue to challenge our most ambitious endeavors. Despite our remarkable advancements in science and engineering, the deep ocean remains one of the most hostile and inaccessible environments on Earth. The crushing pressures, descending relentlessly with every fathom, require vessels of extraordinary strength and sophistication, capable of enduring forces that would instantly obliterate conventional structures. The perpetual darkness, unbroken by sunlight, demands advanced illumination and sonar systems that can pierce the inky blackness, painting a picture of a world that offers no visual cues. Furthermore, the extreme cold, combined with often unpredictable currents and the sheer vastness to cover, makes sustained exploration incredibly arduous and prohibitively expensive. Every expedition is a triumph of human ingenuity against overwhelming odds, and even then, our probes and submersibles can only gather data from fleeting moments and isolated points, leaving immense tracts of the seabed untouched and entirely unobserved. These formidable barriers mean that while our curiosity is boundless, our physical capacity to satisfy it in these extreme realms remains humbly constrained, reminding us of the delicate balance between our desire to know and the profound limits of our current abilities. This humbling reality that the vast majority of our ocean floor remains entirely uncharted leads us to a profound and awe-inspiring conclusion. Countless more anomalies, both natural and potentially otherwise, are undoubtedly waiting to be discovered beneath the silent, dark waters. There could be untold numbers of perfectly circular formations, geometric structures from forgotten epochs, or even the subtle traces of dynamic, unidentified objects moving through the abyssal plains, all patiently holding their secrets. The ocean is a living, breathing archive, constantly shifting and revealing new chapters of its history, and ours, through the slow dance of geological time. Every tremor, every subtle shift in the currents, every new technological advancement brings us one step closer to unveiling another piece of this grand, ongoing puzzle. The possibilities are truly endless, stretching the imagination to consider what wonders, what lost histories, what astonishing natural phenomena, or perhaps even what evidence of unknown intelligence patiently await the gaze of future explorers. This thought, in its profound scale and gentle suggestion of endless discovery, can be wonderfully calming, offering a serene perspective on the continuous unfolding of mystery on our own planet. It encourages us to find peace in the anticipation of what future generations might uncover, as we allow the enduring wonder of the unexplored ocean to guide us gently towards a deeper, more peaceful state of slumber, knowing that the journey into the unknown is itself an infinite source of tranquil contemplation, as our serene journey through the ocean's profound mysteries draws to a gentle close. We are brought back to a fundamental truth that underpins every anomaly we have quietly explored tonight: the immense, almost incomprehensible vastness of the unexplored ocean itself. Throughout our hours together, we have drifted through silent, ancient landscapes, pondered geometric structures, speculated on forgotten cities, and considered elusive, dynamic objects moving in the depths. Yet, for all these captivating glimpses into the unexplained, it is vital to remember that we have only touched upon a minuscule fraction of what truly lies beneath the waves. Our planet's oceans cover over 70% of its surface, and of that immense aquatic world, a staggering 95% of its floor remains utterly uncharted, unseen by human eyes, and completely unknown to our scientific instruments in any meaningful detail. Imagine a realm larger than all the land masses combined, stretching out in perpetual darkness, holding countless secrets yet to be revealed. This is not merely empty space, it is the ultimate frontier, a vast, silent repository of Earth's most profound enigmas, patiently awaiting our future understanding. The enduring mystery of these unexplored depths is not merely a matter of scale. It is intrinsically linked to the immense technological limitations that continue to challenge our most ambitious endeavors. Despite our remarkable advancements in science and engineering, the deep ocean remains one of the most hostile and inaccessible environments on Earth. The crushing pressures, descending relentlessly with every fathom, require vessels of extraordinary strength and sophistication, capable of enduring forces that would instantly obliterate conventional structures. The perpetual darkness, unbroken by sunlight, demands advanced illumination and sonar systems that can pierce the inky blackness, painting a picture of a world that offers no visual cues. Furthermore, the extreme cold, combined with often unpredictable currents and the sheer vastness to cover, makes sustained exploration incredibly arduous and prohibitively expensive. Every expedition is a triumph of human ingenuity against overwhelming odds, and even then, our probes and submersibles can only gather data from fleeting moments and isolated points, leaving immense tracts of the seabed untouched and entirely unobserved. These formidable barriers mean that while our curiosity is boundless, our physical capacity to satisfy it in these extreme realms remains humbly constrained, reminding us of the delicate balance between our desire to know and the profound limits of our current abilities. This humbling reality that the vast majority of our ocean floor remains entirely uncharted leads us to a profound and awe-inspiring conclusion. Countless more anomalies, both natural and potentially otherwise, are undoubtedly waiting to be discovered beneath the silent, dark waters. There could be untold numbers of perfectly circular formations, geometric structures from forgotten epochs, or even the subtle traces of dynamic, unidentified objects moving through the abyssal plains, all patiently holding their secrets. The ocean is a living, breathing archive, constantly shifting and revealing new chapters of its history, and ours, through the slow dance of geological time. Every tremor, every subtle shift in the currents, every new technological advancement brings us one step closer to unveiling another piece of this grand, ongoing puzzle. The possibilities are truly endless, stretching the imagination to consider what wonders, what lost histories, what astonishing natural phenomena, or perhaps even what evidence of unknown intelligence patiently await the gaze of future explorers. This thought, in its profound scale and gentle suggestion of endless discovery, can be wonderfully calming, offering a serene perspective on the continuous unfolding of mystery on our own planet. It encourages us to find peace in the anticipation of what future generations might uncover, as we allow the enduring wonder of the unexplored ocean to guide us gently towards a deeper, more peaceful state of slumber, knowing that the journey into the unknown is itself an infinite source of tranquil contemplation, as our serene journey through the ocean's profound mysteries draws to a gentle close. We are brought back to a fundamental truth that underpins every anomaly we have quietly explored tonight: the immense, almost incomprehensible vastness of the unexplored ocean itself. Throughout our hours together, we have drifted through silent, ancient landscapes, pondered geometric structures, speculated on forgotten cities, and considered elusive, dynamic objects moving in the depths. Yet, for all these captivating glimpses into the unexplained, it is vital to remember that we have only touched upon a minuscule fraction of what truly lies beneath the waves. Our planet's oceans cover over 70% of its surface, and of that immense aquatic world, a staggering 95% of its floor remains utterly uncharted, unseen by human eyes, and completely unknown to our scientific instruments in any meaningful detail. Imagine a realm larger than all the land masses combined, stretching out in perpetual darkness, holding countless secrets yet to be revealed. This is not merely empty space, it is the ultimate frontier, a vast, silent repository of Earth's most profound enigmas, patiently awaiting our future understanding. The enduring mystery of these unexplored depths is not merely a matter of scale. It is intrinsically linked to the immense technological limitations that continue to challenge our most ambitious endeavors. Despite our remarkable advancements in science and engineering, the deep ocean remains one of the most hostile and inaccessible environments on Earth. The crushing pressures, descending relentlessly with every fathom, require vessels of extraordinary strength and sophistication, capable of enduring forces that would instantly obliterate conventional structures. The perpetual darkness, unbroken by sunlight, demands advanced illumination and sonar systems that can pierce the inky blackness, painting a picture of a world that offers no visual cues. Furthermore, the extreme cold, combined with often unpredictable currents and the sheer vastness to cover, makes sustained exploration incredibly arduous and prohibitively expensive. Every expedition is a triumph of human ingenuity against overwhelming odds, and even then, our probes and submersibles can only gather data from fleeting moments and isolated points, leaving immense tracts of the seabed untouched and entirely unobserved. These formidable barriers mean that while our curiosity is boundless, our physical capacity to satisfy it in these extreme realms remains humbly constrained, reminding us of the delicate balance between our desire to know and the profound limits of our current abilities. This humbling reality that the vast majority of our ocean floor remains entirely uncharted leads us to a profound and awe-inspiring conclusion. Countless more anomalies, both natural and potentially otherwise, are undoubtedly waiting to be discovered beneath the silent, dark waters. There could be untold numbers of perfectly circular formations, geometric structures from forgotten epochs, or even the subtle traces of dynamic, unidentified objects moving through the abyssal plains, all patiently holding their secrets. The ocean is a living, breathing archive, constantly shifting and revealing new chapters of its history, and ours, through the slow dance of geological time. Every tremor, every subtle shift in the currents, every new technological advancement brings us one step closer to unveiling another piece of this grand, ongoing puzzle. The possibilities are truly endless, stretching the imagination to consider what wonders, what lost histories, what astonishing natural phenomena, or perhaps even what evidence of unknown intelligence patiently await the gaze of future explorers. This thought, in its profound scale and gentle suggestion of endless discovery, can be wonderfully calming, offering a serene perspective on the continuous unfolding of mystery on our own planet. It encourages us to find peace in the anticipation of what future generations might uncover, as we allow the enduring wonder of the unexplored ocean to guide us gently towards a deeper, more peaceful state of slumber, knowing that the journey into the unknown is itself an infinite source of tranquil contemplation. And now, as the last echoes of these profound mysteries gently fade into the quiet expanse of your mind, allow yourself to simply be asterisk. Feel the tranquil calm that contemplation brings, the soft release of all the day's concerns and worries. We have journeyed through realms of unimaginable pressure, witnessed the silent grandeur of geometric forms, and considered the elusive movements of the unknown, all within the enduring embrace of the deep ocean. Each story, each unanswered question, each whisper of a hidden world has been a gentle current, guiding you towards a profound sense of inner peace. These anomalies are not meant to disturb, but to inspire a quiet wonder, reminding us that even in the greatest unknowns, there is a serene beauty, a vastness that humbles and calms the human spirit. Let the lingering image of these deep-sea enigmas dissolve softly, transforming into a feeling of comfort and security. Embrace the quiet certainty that much of our world, and indeed our universe remains a glorious, unfolding mystery. This acceptance, this peaceful surrender to the unknown, can be a most powerful balm for the soul, allowing your mind to truly disconnect, to release its grasp on the day's demands, and to settle into a deeper, more profound state of rest. Just as the ocean holds its secrets with infinite patience, so too can your own spirit find solace in its silent, vast embrace. Let every breath become a gentle wave, ebbing and flowing, carrying away any remaining tension, drawing you closer to the soft current of sleep. If you found a moment of peace, a spark of wonder, or a gentle path to tranquility during our journey tonight, we invite you to simply acknowledge that feeling. Perhaps, if it feels right, you might consider becoming a quiet part of our growing community here. By gently subscribing to the channel, you're not just clicking a button, you're expressing a quiet intention to continue these peaceful explorations, to allow more moments of serene wonder and profound contemplation into your life. And if this gentle journey has brought you a measure of calm, a soft like would be a kind gesture, silently helping this tranquil message reach other hearts and minds seeking a similar sense of peace and gentle escape. It's a quiet way to share the calm, a silent ripple in the vast ocean of connection. Now, as the background music softly embraces you, let your eyelids grow heavy. Feel your body sinking deeper, becoming one with the comforting stillness. The mysteries of the ocean will continue to unfold, just as the dreams of the night gently begin to weave their own intricate tales. Rest now, dear listener, rest deeply, knowing that the world's wonders, both seen and unseen, await your waking with renewed tranquility. Sleep peacefully. May your dreams be as vast and serene as the unexplored ocean, and may you awaken refreshed with a heart full of gentle wonder.